And welcome back, guys, to the LP of Stalingrad. So continuing on, we are at a very good position. Advantage is actually position for a massive assault from the sides. As you can see, we are bombing the crap out of the enemy with our mortar guns here. They are 81mm rocket launchers. I just call them mortars. So they are mortars nonetheless. 2512. So we here also have 2501 aka just an armor transfer with 2 MG 3442 guns. I'm not so sure, but because I see that it is an 8 damage, 8 penetration, same thing as this MG42. So let's just tell that these guys have MG42 on top of them. Anyway, so we have our Panzer 3L version here. We're gonna utilize him to attack the sides here, but we can't see enemy. That is the problem, because we can't see what the hell is actually going on here, and I'm actually just bombing blind, and that's kind of bad. Now I'm gonna try and bomb most of the stuff that are near this kind of position. That could be like there could actually definitely be per usual positioned AT guns, like on this part here and here maybe. Again, it's just a wild guess, but you know, sometimes it works. Usually they always put the AT guns, as for instance here, right behind the trenches, right there near the freaking trenches, and as you can see here and here also on the main road, so we may actually hit something very important like that. You know, that's good. Here, there goes the freaking thingy. And now here what we're gonna do is actually, because you can see we have a bunch of soldiers. Now our losses are big. When you actually add that, we did lose 2 tanks here. F1 version, Panzer 4 and Panzer 3J version. And on this side we only have Panzer 2F and of course Panzer 4G. As you can see, Panzer 4G last time destroyed 2 T-70 tanks like nothing. 2 T-70 tank can't even do anything against the G version anyway. So here we have the Kar-98 persona. He's gonna try, Kar-98 soldier that is, he's gonna try and see what the hell is going on. Here again we have that PPSH-41 persona here. We can still see him. I don't know why, but with the, as you can see, another Kar-98. We should be able to have the MG42, MG42 here. Again, a range perfect for killing stuff. Perfect for killing stuff, but we need to see them. And again, unbelievable how useless my officer actually is, because he can't see the enemy at all. You know, it kind of kills me, because I'm using him as much as I can, and I want to utilize him at the best in the best possible way. But because we can't even see the enemy, maybe he's not there. Maybe because they're like, okay, there are no enemies anymore in those trenches. You just need to move in, and that's it. But I want to be sure. Okay, I want to be freaking sure that all... Now, we know that this building is actually full of enemy soldiers. So that's why we're going to actually move this MG42 gunner here. We have the sniper here, full on ammo. We're going to move him also. We'll move this to down. Now, of course, a normal thing is that we will lose soldiers. And again, that's why I'm dispersing most of these bastards. You know, just do the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's see, who the hell are they shooting at? Get down. Let's see the damage being taken. Okay, the sniper is definitely not being the one shot at. We did lose the MG42 again here. Again, as you can see, our sniper is actually trying to destroy those bastards. I'm gonna move my Panzer 2F. I know this is like kind of a bit risky, because you know, you don't know what the hell we can. And there you go. Okay. And the point is, again, that for our tanks to actually do this better job than our soldiers. Losing too many soldiers just because of one building and one PPSH bastard here, kind of bad for us. Okay, as you can see, a huge amount of damage we did in this position. I'm gonna start doing it here also. And I'm definitely sure that we have destroyed probably some AT guns, if nothing else. And that house is still alive and now not being shot, because we are not seeing actually enemy in the house. It's like they're hiding, for instance, but you know they're there. So it's like, for instance, close combat. You know, you put the ambush on and you're like invisible or something like that. Similar. Nonetheless, again, the MG42 is gonna go here. We're gonna put some support from the MP40. Again, I'm gonna try and move, you know, as slow as possible with Panzer 2. Maybe actually just target this house and just continue shooting at it. Maybe because I don't know why they're not shooting. I'm telling him to shoot at them all the time. He's not shooting at all. Okay. I'm gonna shoot also here because I want to be sure that most of the sites are cleared. Let's see. You will be moving, and there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Again, they have they started shooting at us. So that's why they're immediately responding. They're responding immediately on that. I'm gonna move my Panzer 4G for full support. Fall back with the MP4. I don't want to lose every single soldier because of this kind of crap. Thankfully, my sniper is just doing an awesome job at least supporting this stuff. And of course, the Panzer 4G has immense 75mm gun. And there are only 2 soldiers left, and they're dead. I mean, there goes the building, there goes they come outside. The PPSH-41, and it would seem that the PTRD, or maybe just the DT heavy machine gun. And of course, our MP40 is still alive, barely actually. Barely any health left. So, okay, let's just say that this part has been damaged significantly. I'm gonna stop shooting. There is another building here. I should actually shoot that building, but we have seen that the actual mortars don't do crap against the buildings because they're doing nothing. So I'm not gonna waste my mortars on that. I'm gonna again. We still have lots of actually ammunition, but as you can see, at the moment we started resupplying tanks, the ammunition really goes to waste. I mean, the 75mm gun, I guess, is much heavier, or I should say, much costlier to resupply than even the 81mm rockets or whatever you're gonna call. Oh, excellent shot! Yeah, of course he has a shot at that, right? Yes. Also, my Panzer II has a shot. I mean, I forget that the ranges are much bigger than Blitzkrieg, and that's awesome. Let's get here. Let's try and do some evil stuff here. My sniper has every advantage possible to actually shoot the enemy if we actually notice. We're gonna move command, of course, attack move command. We have the MP40 here. Let's see. We're gonna spread our bastards as much as we can. Some of them will be standing up, not lying down at the moment, at least. You know, spread them out as much as possible. Why not? You know. Few guys up front, few guys back. They're all supporting each other like this, and that's awesome. You know, they have support from the MG42 behind them. You know, like the real thing. That's kind of awesome in its own way, and that's what I actually like to actually do. For instance, like in an SS. Now let's see who is gonna die here first. I'm not hearing any machine guns going up, but as you can see, we're actually shooting at the building. Of course, building usually, as much as we can kill a few people inside that building, they will probably now just jump out and like nothing happened and gonna try attack us probably as soon as they see us. But they won't, because I'm gonna start shooting at these bastards here. And there he goes, the heavy machine gunner, the DT machine gun. We're gonna do a heavy attack on these positions here with our mortars. Why not? Because, you know, we have these mortars and they're cheap, I guess, for resupplying purposes. You know, and why not just waste a huge amount of them onto the position where we know that they have soldiers, and so why not? Plus we also clear a few obstacles for our view, which also reminds me why I should actually try and what the hell would we shoot in? Because something shot at us here, maybe missed even. Okay, stop shooting. And there you go. Something is actually shooting at us. I don't know from where, but something is shooting at us. We have to move our officer now up front here, because and there it goes. There it goes. There it seems they want to shoot our friend here. Our evil friend here. I don't know from where actually there, but whoa, they might do some damage. Oh, they did damage on my friend here, our Panzer 4G. Stop moving. Let's move the MP40. Maybe we're gonna see, because again we can't see anything with what we have now. Quite bad. I'm thinking, yeah, definitely they have here. There they are. The MP40 persona dead. Totally okay. We know where they are. We know how many of them there are. There are a lot of them actually. They have the Mosin, the PPSH, and of course classical stuff. All in all, the classical squad. This side's still alive. Nobody's shooting at them at the moment, at least. And still, I'm wondering what was shooting at the Panzer IV. It did quite a damage. That's actually the first kind of injury for us. And that actually survived. The tank that actually survived all that. So I'm gonna move my engineering vehicle to repair this stuff here. Also, I'm yet to actually use the smoke screen. I think it will be the smartest thing to do if I'm gonna actually move my soldiers towards these trenches. I mean, they might die also because of some evil stuff. You never know what's gonna happen. That's how it is. Plus, they can easily die, all in all. Okay, now we're gonna put them to lie down just for in case. You know, more coverage, though it's much harder to see our soldiers. As you can see, also the resource just for engineering the freaking thing, should I say, for doing the good, the bad, and the ugly, is much harder. Okay, they're being shot here. Yeah, there's a building full of soldiers again. I have no idea who is actually seeing us, but I guess they have a nice sight towards us anyway. So I'm gonna try and do this the good way, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly way, actually. If I can't see anything with the officer, and we actually now know that there is again one of those bastard like things. Gonna start shooting these trees here with the mortars. Excellent. As you can see, massive damage on those things, so we can get our view towards the enemy. Be awesome about it. That is the point again. Destroy the trees so they can't, you know, impede your view towards the enemy. Again, even one tree would seem is quite evil. You know, it can quite screw your vision towards the enemy. And as we have seen, there is definitely an 80 gun shooting, was shooting at our Panzer IV-G, and I still don't know where the damnable thing is. It could be right around this part, who knows, I'm yet to actually see him, but nonetheless I'm gonna kill all the bushes, everything possible here. I'm gonna destroy it in total, because again, that will help me in a long run, especially with us moving towards those positions. We still have a lot of ammo to actually waste. And you know, I guess this is the most effective way, better than just wasting the Panzer IV or Panzer II's frontal guns to do this. And of course, as soon as we actually enable our view to be much more clear towards the enemy side, it's gonna be much easier to actually overcome enemy. So yeah, I'm not thinking of doing that here though. I'm just thinking of doing it in the city, where I know that I'm quite easier to get owned by the enemy of evil. Now if we can destroy these little trees, that would be also awesome. Excellent. Let's concentrate firing at that tree. Just then need to destroy these trees. Excellent. Excellent. Again, as you can see, already we opened a little bit of view towards the enemy. I think there is nothing else here of value, so to speak. We should actually destroy also these trees here, the bigger trees here. Destroy that also as a viewpoint towards the enemy. And excellent. I mean, that just alone opens a huge amount of vision towards the enemy positions. You know, that's just awesome. Again, gonna just clear the stuff here. Better do that now than later, especially with our soldiers getting close towards the enemy position. And of course, as soon as they're done here, that's it. For now, at least, I can concentrate me trying to use the officer in the best possible way and just seeing where the enemy actually is. Hey, okay, let's stop shooting. That's it for now. We know where they are. We know their possibilities, their evilness, and all the good and the bad stuff. We know where our officer is. We're gonna try now see what we can see with officer. Even with the clear sight, we still can't see most of the things. But the point is just to try and see the most important things: tanks, AT guns, possible enemy positioning of mortars or something like that. In vain of those kind of stuff. I mean, that would be awesome, but again, we can only see one house full of soldiers, and that's about it. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully we can actually see something with officer, but again, nothing. I'm gonna move my Panzer II, though he's a low on ammo, and I'm a little bit worried of overusing him and, you know, overextending him around the left side where there is no support of heavier guns, so to speak. Now we can actually shoot at the enemy here, right? Now he needs to get a little bit closer and then just opening fire towards the enemy. Man, he stopped shooting. That's okay. Stop shooting. Okay, let's move the MG42 gunner behind. Let's get our sniper going. Let's get our supply going here, because we need supplies. We need the good old supplies. Do we have anybody else on the hill? Yes, we do actually have these guys here and these guys here, but we lost one guy, that MG42, I think, that was going towards this part. And maybe, yeah. Nonetheless, still shooting at the building, but as you can see, if they don't shoot it back, they can't do crap. Hopefully they shoot at the engineers actually, but they're not. They're gonna choose the MP40 Persona, even though he is not shooting back. Oh, he doesn't have a range, but they actually have range. I guess they're using the Mosin rifles to do damage. That's totally cool, groovy, and all the good stuff, the bad stuff, and the ugly stuff. And then we're hearing the PPSH actually now. Okay, yeah, we're hearing PPSH. Oh my god, the range of the PPSH is something much bigger, or at least as you can see, it's like an automatic shotgun or something like that. But of course with better rate of fire. Nonetheless, as you can see, we're actually doing better damage onto the building, but actually killing them with Panzer II F version. Definitely a better gun for breaching houses, you know, not destroying them completely, but just for breaching and killing the soldiers inside. You know, like, it doesn't destroy the house like this one or this one, but just neutralizes the soldiers inside. It's like, you know, that's a beautiful thing. That's actually quite useful information. And again, they're shooting at the awesome engineers, but of course allowing me to see them and shoot back again. You know, that's quite cool. As you can see, the engineering still at work, trying to secure some ammo for our Panzer II. Panzer II at the moment full, at full firepower. That MP40 Persona still barely alive. I'm trying to make them live a little bit longer, because again, even though their range is smaller, their MP40, then even the PPSH having this kind of range is ridiculous, because we're hearing it firing and not the Mosin, so it's quite strange. But that's okay. There it goes again. They're opening fire. They're opening fire. Good stuff. The good stuff. Let's see. We'll actually reach with this MP40, dude, at least, if nothing else. Okay, so it seems that there's like a little hill here, maybe, that actually allows me to hide. Let's get these two guys a little bit over here, because I'm thinking this house here. This house is definitely now empty. So let's get these two MP40 Personas up there. Move our Mauser Scheissbecher a little bit up front. again, move command, move attack command, I think again is the best way to do this. I mean, because again, you need immediate shots if they're possible. I don't know if they're gonna immediately shoot. I don't remember. I'm totally forgetting if they can actually just shoot when they move by their own. I think they should, but just to be sure that they will attack everything in their way without being shot back and then just standing there like fools, dying. I think this is the best way. So at least Panzer II is doing a great job, better job than unexpected. I mean, I was definitely sure the Panzer II would be doing better job in terms of clearing the houses. That's for sure. And we again lost the MP persona here, shot by the AT or some kind of gun. As you can see, the holes there. I didn't notice that. Quite bad. Let's see, the 7. No, that's actually also MP40 persona. Again, we're losing too many men without getting to know what the hell they have. I guess utilizing our officer should be a primary thing, but again, as we have seen, the officer ain't doing anything at all. Actually, he's not helping at all. I can't see anything here. Now that might be because the enemy doesn't have anything, but I'm sure that they actually do have everything they need, like the AT guns and all that, and I don't want to risk it. Again, I need to clear the entire village. We could be sure that the enemy, you know, doesn't attack us from the sides if possible while we're retaking the bridge. We can easily retake the bridge now, I guess, because we are near it, and we can retake it here and just be awesome about that. But again, I want to be sure that I clear the entire village here, be sure about that, and just, you know, like, okay, clear this part, move in slowly towards this opening here, attack them from the sides, and that's all good. As we have seen there, we have, of course, disabled another house full of soldiers, and that's cool. And plus, we have these AT guns. I want to retake these AT guns and utilize them for the defense of this bridge. When the enemy actually tries to attack it and retake it, I'm gonna try and defend everything I can with what I can. But again, losing so many men is troublesome, and I'm gonna try and move this now officer onto the left side actually, and be awesome about it. But first, we have to see if the trenches are a-okay, if I don't have to worry overly too much. You know, if I don't have to really worry of enemy tanks on this side, and I can just move my officers somewhere else, or get a little bit more closer, just to get a little better view towards these positions here. I'm sure that there are more of these houses are full. I'm yet to see the immediately red dot on a freaking map, just to know, oh, there they are. This house definitely empty, it would seem. The trenches are empty, especially this one where the PPA Sitch bastard was. You know, let's jump inside here with this MP717 veteran unit. Get here, secure the trenches. Trenches secured. We see absolutely nothing that can actually impede our progress from this position, at least for now. So we can actually get these guys out here. And this was, of course, the original squad, the command squad. As you can see, still quite of them. One of them actually quite damaged here. The MP40 SMG is good. These guys really are unlucky, if you will, because, you know, these guys are getting damaged by everything. Let's get these guys up into the trenches. Into the trenches, you also. You know, with support of some MG42, that would be much awesomer thing. As you can see, the MG42 can't really run even if you tell him to. Quite understandable. There it is. There it is. Those are actually mortars and not mine, that's for sure. So, get down. Okay, you see, I lost my two guys here. Okay, I see full house of evil. I lost my two guys here, the MG42 that is, and all that. Thankfully, I left these guys behind, and as you can see, those are actually the mortars. definitely, and I mean definitely, the game doesn't have bleeps telling me where they are, which gives me a happy feeling that this is gonna be much harder game and much more interesting game in terms of how I'm gonna use my main stuff. Again, if I can't allow myself to lose an officer, that's just impossible thing, and I mean a thing that would actually really damage us in the long run. So I'm gonna actually just try and kill this freaking building with maybe a mortar barrage. Maybe they're gonna do something, but I'm yet to see them actually firing when you give them direct order on a known target. Unless you just tell them suppressive fire. You know? But I'm not gonna do that here. I'm gonna actually try and again clear most of the freaking trees. Because again, that is the point that I wanna make here. There's the trees obscure your sight. Even with all the trees we destroyed, it's still hard to see the enemy positions and all the good and the bad and the ugly of it. And again, the mortars probably are on these clearer fields, maybe, if those are the mortars, or you know, here, or here and here. So definitely one of these positions they have mortars, I'm sure of it. You know, as soon as I find, I'm definitely gonna start bombing the crap out of this freaking evil puppets of doom. Here now, I'm gonna start bombing this things and hoping again, because I don't know, they're missing heavily on this position. So unless they're AT guns, big guns, they're then mortars, but they were missing heavily. So I'm guessing someone actually can see towards our positions when our two guys moved into this part, but that's about it. Those two trenches still secured, but this trench is definitely seen by someone here. But even if we didn't kill those freaking officers, I mean, they shouldn't be able to see that far. But again, it's an AI, so quite big possibility they actually can see us. Okay, I'm definitely sure if they had some kind of mortars, by now they would probably be damaged or killed a little bit. Now we're gonna continue shooting in this part and then this part here. And then, of course, knowing that we'll destroy this freaking trees here. And then, of course, bomb a little bit here. Prepare a little bit here, maybe a little bit here, and then a little bit here, and then a little bit here. But all in all, maybe they have a much heavier guns, not just mortars, a little mortar like I have, the 81mm, but they might have actually a big howitzers. But I'm not so sure about that one. Okay, also, it could be in this place here, you know, quite possible. Let's see the ammo. Wow, we barely actually had. No more ammo from one of our resource trucks. Remember that now we are a little bit in a tough situation. One entire resource truck has no ammo at all. That's it. Let's see how much ammo you have. 17, 16, and getting less and less because we are feeding the 81mm mortar guns. That's okay, Mancha, because I'm getting very close to the bridge, and I'm gonna try to do that with as few losses as possible. I'm not gonna try to destroy. Well, let's try. Let's see if this building is much better, much sturdier. As you can see, it's 65 defense on most of these buildings. Yeah, they're all actually 65 defense. Let's see the smaller one, 65. Same thing. So all of these buildings have 65 defense. So I was hoping it's gonna be a lesser, but for instance, this windmill has less. It's all 12. This little house also 60. So this small house has better armor than a windmill. Yeah, definitely not gonna waste ammo on this building. This building needs to be destroyed by the tank force, and now we're gonna be moving our officer a little bit. Well, not a little bit close. I'm gonna save first and foremost. We didn't save in a long time, and I'm gonna make finally a second save slot, so to speak. Get our officer a little bit up front here. Stop and see and smell the ashes, so to speak. See the enemy, possible enemy locations of evil. We know that this part, of course, has been occupied by the enemy force, and that's about like the only building that we know that definitely they have full of soldiers. and we still can't see stuff in this position, but there is actually an officer. We can actually see an officer. Okay, good. We can see an officer, and that's probably the one that is pointing onto the to the artillery guns and what he can do towards us, and you know, pillage and rape and you know, destroy us because of that. I hope one good shot will actually kill the bastard, not just wound him, and not even wounding him. That's kind of bad again. Hopefully we can actually destroy this bastard as fast as possible, and then move in my officer from the side. Okay, he's dead. Okay, he is dead. Now I'm gonna move my officer from the side. Now I'm a little bit sure that I don't have to move that close. I mean, in terms of how awesome I am, and I'm very awesome. I'm gonna maybe do it like this, but I'm sure that I won't be seeing any officers. Maybe. No officers except that one that we killed now. Yep. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna be moving my officer a little bit over here. Maybe from this point we can gain a good overview upon the enemy position. Again, I'm not seeing anything. No AT guns, no nothing. We did at least see that one officer, but again, the trenches could be full of enemy soldiers. That's gonna be our next video, actually, where we're gonna assault finally the trenches of doom and gloom, and just be sure. But again, also the use of the officer could be extended in terms of how, you know, how, I mean, extended in terms that I can actually just overview this position. But again, I'm thinking I'm not gonna succeed in that, but still, you know, using an officer like this and like just comparing it to Blitzkrieg, for instance, it's quite different gameplay. In total, as soon as you cut off the certain things that make Blitzkrieg such a shitty game, and you know, just when you cut that crap out, you get a nice fucking cake. So anyway, these guys are still alive, which means that I can definitely see something from this position. Maybe we're not being, of course, not being shot by anyone. But again, I'm thinking of putting him behind this tree and just get a nice overview from this position here. Nothing in those trees, but I'm gonna still be moving. And hopefully we don't get shot by anyone. I'm thinking because of this also, this little bush here, I can't see shit. So, yeah. Well, I can't see anything, to be honest. Nothing, that is. Absolutely nothing. Here, oh, look at the view, but nothing. Again, absolutely nothing. Okay, so I think I'll have to destroy this. Get some kind of view towards these positions also. Destroy these bushes. I don't know how much these bushes, these little ones, can actually damage the view, but let's be sure to destroy them. Also these objects of doom and gloom, also these objects for in case. Plus it won't be needing them because they're gonna obscure our sight, or pathfinding. It will make, well, it will make pathfinding much more harder. Okay, so the ammo on my mortars, well, almost on half. As you can see, our APC 252, our supplier is empty in total. I'm gonna move him back, he's unneeded. So the trenches we have secured, we have damaged quite a bit actually, destroyed a few houses, seen that the enemy probably doesn't have anything here anymore. Of course they probably do, but we can't see them. We're gonna test that crap out. Actually, I'm gonna save again like a little bitch. And I'm gonna try and move a little bit and see what's gonna happen. There it is. There it is. As you can see, I mean, it's in front of us and we still can't see it. Unbelievable. So there's the AT gun that actually survived. You know, the thing that could. And we still, I can't believe that we didn't kill that damnable thing with our mortars. Quite ineffective damage by the mortars, but thankfully the Panzer 3L version is doing his job nicely. And I'm definitely thinking that's the thing that was actually shooting at this position, not mortars. But I think by bombing most of the fields of glory here, I actually did quite a damage there. I still can't believe that I can see that. I mean, it's a big target. It's unbelievable that I can't see them still. You know, again, that's that vision thing about Blitzkrieg that annoys the living shit out of me, because you don't know if this is a hill here. I know it. Again, 3D terrain is 3D, but you know, a little bit hard to maneuver, because it's hard to see where is the bumps and the roads and the the groovy stuff. Nonetheless, that's about it for this video. And saving, I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna save like a little bitch here, you know, just for in case. And all back.